just had other things I was really wanting to focus on, and so I kind of procrastinated a little bit more than I really should have. And it's getting ready to get cold here in Kansas, really cold for Kansas actually. So I'm doing this video on the side of the road, on a dirt road, just kind of enjoying the sunset, getting my reset before I get home after work to start into all this these chores I'm getting ready to do on the vehicles and everything like that. My wife's vehicles are farm vehicle, tractor vehicle I drive, everything, all the fun stuff. And it started out with just checking the antifreeze yesterday. I figured out, which I kind of knew, and that some of my vehicles and my tractor were on the low side of having enough antifreeze in them to be anti-freeze. So I got to get it done. And with that being said, I also, a few other things I like to do on vehicles coming into winter is check your belts, make sure they're not cracked or worn too bad. And I also like to look at my tires, look them over real well. However, a lot of my tires I prefer to try to change off on some of the vehicles we use, or for more of our traveling and things like that. I like to change them out to a more aggressive tire, because that's one reason I keep a shovel in my vehicle. I tend to get myself into situations I probably shouldn't be in, and a shovel is a good idea to have on hand. And now we've got a wonderful winch we got, so the shovel may not be such a big deal, but I still feel a shovel is a very big necessity to have in your vehicle. But moving on from that, you're just kind of checking your whole vehicle over in general. I even like to try to get a gallon jug of that. It's a de-icer, and it's really, really good. I mean, you can have ice on your window and just kind of dump it on there, because I'm sure everybody's driven in icy, sleety kind of weather that just constantly builds up on your windshield, and no matter what you're doing, you can't keep it off of there, and your windshield wipers may not work. So I like to keep that in there, and I've literally just dumped it on the windshield and on the windshield wipers to get them to function and get moving down the road again. So that's just one item in particular that I like to make sure I have stocked up in the vehicle. And then I get into all the stuff that is probably oddball to some people, because I drove a lot of really crappy vehicles in the day. So I carry around with me a lot of really weird stuff, probably like the 5-buckle rubber boots to go over your regular work boots or whatnot. You put those on over there, you can keep your feet dry. Keep a pair of bibs in there, a coat, warm gloves, face shield or face mask, and a stocking cap in there, and a ton of hand warmers, because I love hand warmers. And so I keep those in there. And then kind of backtracking a little bit, but I also, if you run a diesel, make sure you get your anti-gel and all that good stuff into there. And me personally, I carry 911 with me. That way, if anything does freeze up or gel up, I can get it up and mobile again. So moving back to some of the things I keep in the vehicle, besides the rubber boots and the bib, coat, warm gloves, I keep a pretty good sized chunk of cardboard in there, and that's because I don't like kneeling or laying in the snow. So if I need to change a tire or do something underneath the vehicle, I can put this cardboard down, and or the plastic I keep in here, or the combination of the two, put it down and get down under the vehicle, or get the tire changed or what have you. And another thing good with the plastic is, if you do have to get under the vehicle and do anything, or you're going to be messing around under the vehicle for very long, the plastic you can put up for a good wind block. And also, if you do have to leave your vehicle in a hurry, and you don't have a tent or anything like that, it's a good makeshift tent, poncho, all the different things you can use plastic for. And then I always carry a shovel, most definitely always a shovel. I get myself in a lot of positions that I should not be in, so even with 4x4, sometimes I need a shovel. And now my wife bought me a winch, so maybe the shovel won't be such a necessity, but I've always felt that a shovel is something, especially them fold-up shovels, I mean, it's something you should really have in your vehicle. And then I threw in some extra calories, of course. I carry a lot of calories in my everyday bag that I carry. However, I know during wintertime you burn a lot more calories, and if you do have to do any walking in wintertime, you're going to want some extra calories. So I got them Lifeboat deals you get from 4 Patriots. They're actually really good. I ate some the other day and I was pretty impressed with the taste of them. And there's a lot of calories in there, and you can keep them in the car in any kind of weather. It doesn't matter if it's hot, cold, don't matter. They'll be fine. So you just toss them in there and you don't have the extra weight in your bag until you actually absolutely need it. And then I don't think I mentioned hand warmers, but man, if I did, I'm gonna mention them again because I love hand warmers and feet warmers because I like being warm. I don't like being wet and I don't like being cold. I don't like the combination of the two together, so hand warmers is one of my best friends. Now, I keep a lot of the stuff in a certain order in my vehicle, so if something does happen, I can grab what I need and get it out of there in a quick hurry and get moving down the road. Like the rubber boots, not coming with me. I've already walked in rubber boots for a long distance, and that is the worst idea I ever had. I ended up having to go back and find them later because they're heavy, they're awkward, they're no good. So those will not be coming with me. Excuse me. And then I have a candle. Please don't judge me. I have a candle and aluminum foil, but I also have like a little tin can stove deal you can use as a makeshift stove. But the candle and aluminum foil, actually, I've been stranded on the side of the road before and used it to just help with a little bit of heat. It inside of a vehicle actually does a pretty good job to be able to just kind of warm up to and things like that. But I do carry that. Of course, I've got all kinds of stuff to start fires with and everything, but if you just need a little heat while you're sitting in the vehicle, something to kind of warm your and make you feel good, or if you actually just want a little light and you don't want to be burning up your flashlight, it also helps there, of course. But also carry them reflective triangles. I think those are a really good deal for people. I have a CDL and it's mandatory. I don't drive, of course, but in those vehicles, I'm almost positive it's mandatory you carry them in there, and it's for good reason. Reflective anything in low visibility areas is excellent. It could be a lifesaver. And in the snow, it's already slick. People are paying more attention to how they're driving, where they're driving, things like that. They're not really necessarily looking around, scanning 100% of the people that are on the side of the road trying to work on their vehicle, and just being on the side of the road in general is sketchy enough. So I like the triangles. That's my vehicle. I can have whatever I want there, right? That's how I feel. And there's a lot of other random stuff I have in there. You know, I got a sleeping bag. Hell, I even got pillows. Extra sunglasses, because I don't like walking in the snow in daylight without glasses. So if I drop mine or break them or something, I can have the extra pair I can grab and go with. It's pretty hard on your eyes when you're walking around in the snow. So I like having that kind of stuff. And that's pretty much it. I mean, just kind of check your gear over, check everything over, see what all you got in there. Make sure you got plenty of clothes, extra water in there. That's kind of a hassle because you can't leave your vehicle running all the time, and I'm sure you don't want to be carrying water in and out of work all the time, but there's ways to do it to where you can keep your water and keep it handy. Wintertime isn't as, you don't need as much water during wintertime, I'm sure, is what most people think, but to me, water in winter is just as important. You can get dehydrated easy enough in wintertime, just the same as you can in summer. And I think it's very important. So make sure you got all that kind of good stuff in there, guys. I'm sure I'm missing some things that I carry in my vehicle regularly as far as a good wintertime prep, I guess. So if you guys have any ideas or any other suggestions, please let me know down in the comments and everything like that. And I'll get off of here and let you guys get on with your evening. Y'all be safe. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. And I want to do one thing though real quick and just show you this beautiful sunset that I am sitting here looking at. And yes, there's no hills or nothing like that. I'm in Kansas, folks. Give me a break. Now I'm getting ready to turn down a road that has some hills and trees and all that fun stuff. But yep, thanks again for watching. Have a good evening.